3-3. And we get a little Foo Fighters coming back in. I'm going to sound like a music basic. I saw them at ACL on Saturday night. Sober October has been maintained. Shout out to me. Discipline. They were so good. I know that everyone says they're great live, and a lot of people who have never seen them live, there are some who argue they're kind of a generic rock band. Not when they're live. Holy crap. Dave Grohl live. It was incredible. I teared up 3 times. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I teared up 3 times.
Does Sober October only mean alcohol? I'm just asking this in general. I'm not implying anything.
You are implying
No,
something.
I'm just asking. I'm curious.
No, I'm
curious about my friend's Sober October
That was
journey.
pointed, so you know what? We're going to shift because we all need a battle red bump, okay? The Houston Texans are our battle red bump this morning. The Rangers won 2-0. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Truly. Tip your hat. You could do it sarcastically or condescendingly if you want. Just keep it close to the vest, okay? We want Rangers fans feeling uncomfortable with the fact that they actually won a game. But I need a battle red bump, Sean. I need some more. That was one of C.J. Stroud's touchdown pass. Give me a little more, baby.
For a touchdown, no. Floating one for the end zone, and caught! Dalton Schultz with a Texan touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I feel reloaded. I feel so reloaded. Hit me again, baby. I'm reloaded.
I'm reloaded.
That's from Carlito's. That's from Carlito's Way. I learned that this morning. For some reason, I thought that he said that while he was Al Pacino said that while he was Scarface in the movie Scarface, right at the beginning or right at the end when he's like, "Say hello to my little friend." Okay, I'm reloaded. I thought he said it then, but apparently he's just been a Hispanic minority in multiple movies. Just going full Al Pacino.
I was going to say, I'm surprised to learn that Scarface and Carlito's Way are 2 different movies. I thought it was just the same movie.
He's Cuban in Scarface, and in Carlito's Way, he's Puerto Rican. So there you go. But the Texans won. They did it by bending, but not breaking. Derek Carr had a lot of passing yards, but the Saints were 0 for 3 in the red zone. Saints were 0 for 4 on 4th down. And to, I think, really make somebody the star of the game, you got to point at Blake Cashman. Blake Cashman had 15 combined tackles. He had 2 tackles for a loss. He had 2 deflected passes. And in a game where the Saints really were getting whatever they wanted in between the 20s, he was flying around all over the field. That's the reason they moved on from Christian Kirksey this offseason, because Cashman really stepped up and made it easy. And obviously, Kirksey was never really that good to begin with. No offense to him. He ended up retiring after the brief stint that he had on the Bills practice squad. But Blake Cashman was the star of that game, in a game where the Saints gave it to you. They missed a 29-yard field goal. They picked off C.J. Stroud on what was a bad throw by Stroud, fumbling an interception. You can't do stuff like that. And while it was certainly not pretty, and while there were far more Saints fans at NRG Stadium than Texans fans, you got the win. You're 3-3 going into the bye week. That's your battle red bump.
Stroud from the pocket fires, and it's intercepted. The first of his career. Zach Braun with the pick. Ball is fumbled on the back end. Let's see what the officials say. But the streak of Stroud not throwing a pick.
The rolling on the field. It's an interception with a fumble recovered by the original offense. 1st and 10, Houston.
But good news, they get the ball back.
Come on, baby. Yeah, the Astros lost yesterday. Give a little tip of the cap to the Texas Rangers, your Texas Rangers friends. Make them second guess whether or not they actually want to have that lead. Pat them on their cute little heads having won their Super Bowl before they don't even focus on the Astros game tonight, because the Dallas Cowboys are playing. Check that. It is an afternoon game. A 3:40 first pitch with Framber Valdez on the hill against Nathan Eovaldi.
Is that why they're playing in the afternoon?
Probably.
I just put that all together. I think it's to avoid the Cowboys.
I was talking with Jared Sandler, who is the radio voice of the Rangers, good dude, at Minute Maid Park.
Name drop.
And he was saying, yeah, I mean, the Rangers could win this game 20-0, and more people are going to want to talk about the Cowboys game against the Chargers in Monday Night Football action. And I thought to myself, yeah, that's probably the case. They care more about the Cowboys at all times. Not the case here in Houston. It was a largely empty NRG Stadium crowd, and the people that were there, mostly Saints fans, which I get. A lot of transplants from New Orleans that live here. A lot of just Saints fans who live here as well. It is the outside of Dallas, like the closest NFL city to Houston. A lot of Saints fans in town. It was a lot of people wearing black at NRG Stadium. And guess what? Didn't matter. Texans without a home field advantage. Yet again, they win. They are the anti-Astros. The Texans at home, outside of that game against the Colts, the Texans at home, when there are more fans in the stands from other cities, Steelers fans, Saints fans, they win. Why can't the Astros do that? Well, the Astros fans actually did show up last night, but I'm trying to give you your Battle Red bump today, and the Texans did win. You got that going for you. Greg Todd commented that our beloved Cougs are number 7 in the preseason polls for college basketball. Texas didn't lose over the weekend. They didn't play. But, hey, there's that. Aggies up. Well.
I'm reloaded.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got to get back. We got to get back, Sean. So you heard that interception, the first interception of Stroud's career. And guess what happened right afterwards? They fumbled. Did C.J. Stroud throw that to that guy? Because he didn't even see him. He just threw it right to him. Did he throw it to that guy knowing that he was going to fumble it? Maybe. I don't know. But after the game, C.J. Stroud did a interview with the, I believe, Fox sideline reporter.
I would say we just dogs. Jalen Petrie always talks about savage, and that's what we want to play. We want to play savage on offense and defense, be explosive, make plays, and I think around we all complement each other, from O-line to tight ends to running backs to the defense to the DBs to the linebackers. Like, everybody complements each other, and we all want to play for each other. So, man, it's a blessing when you get to do that in a league where it's all grown men, but everybody cares for each other.
Ooh, they all care for each other. Their family. Oh, yeah, that Battle Red bump. Hey, there's something else that Stroud said there. He did ramble. It did start to get into coach speak. But there's something he said at the beginning of that. C.J. Stroud likes to talk about these things.
I would say we just dogs.
We just dogs. What kind of dogs? Are they rescue dogs? You know, psychologically traumatized dogs that everyone tells you should adopt because they're really stable? I don't know. But hey, they're dogs. The Texans are dogs. How does that not have you pumped up? 3-3. Home dogs. Because most of the people in the stands aren't Texans fans. Dogs.
I would say we just dogs.
God put that dog in C.J. Stroud, and he's just a dog. He's savage. The Texans are savage. Okay, so you might not be feeling great about your Houston Astros after yesterday, but you got dogs. Gopher Monkey 1981 asks, is he the anti-Vic? My man is always talking about dogs. Well, you could always be talking about dogs and also be another Michael Vick, but we're not suggesting that about C.J. Stroud. We're not. But he does seem to like dogs. As long as he's not someone that's going to like brag about rescuing a dog. I'm sorry, if the dog's like, I had a friend who rescued a dog. And nothing against rescuing dogs. Dogs are great. The dogs that need to be rescued have usually been through some stuff. And some of the ones that have been through some stuff have like super separation anxiety and might bite a hole in your drywall while you're gone at work for 3 hours. Like, it happens. But the Texans got that dog in them, Sean. Doesn't that have you pumped up? Yeah, the Astros might have lost, but Texans have dog. They're 3-3 going into the bye week. Schedule is favorable. playoffs are possible? Let's go.
I think I put like a certain dog in me.
Nothing wrong with that.